Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Practicing My Way Back. It's been a good week. I'm feeling some progress in my fourth and fifth fingers, which have been particularly tricky. It's still slow going, but a couple of cool little milestones in terms of making adjustments to my exercises. And I've started reading through some Bach preludes, and I think I'm going to continue to do that because it's a good reading exercise and it's good mechanical exercise. There's nothing... a lot of these are built in patterns, so it's a good form of exercise and much more interesting than the hand exercises, although I suspect I'll be attacking those sometime soon. Anyway, a couple of things I wanted to mention today. I had planned on mentioning, and then this thing happened this morning, which I want to mention that really underscores the whole point. So my friend Mark Kelly, he's a phenomenal artist and a really awesome person, invited me into this art project, and it's a very simple thing. It's one of these deals where you commit to doing a number of projects in a certain period of time. There's been a couple of these things around. This particular thing requires that I take one black and white photo a day for 7 days, and I post it online, and I don't put any words, I just post a picture. That's it. Very simple. It's very zen if you think about it. And I was really excited when I'd seen Mark put a picture up yesterday, and he's such a brilliant artist that it was just thrilling watching this stuff happen. And then he invited me into it. I was really surprised. And then my first response, honestly, was like, I want to do that. I'm not a photographer though. So I worked that over a little bit and then adopted the growth mind of, I'm going to try. I'm not going to worry about whether I am a photographer or not. I'm going to say for this period of 7 days that I am, and I'm going to take pictures, and it took on the challenge of figuring out how to use the camera and make it take things in black and white, and I set a couple of constraints for myself. So I was really pleased to become involved in that, and my message to you, this is similar to adopting the drawing that I mentioned last week, which I'm still doing, is that exact mindset, thinking I can versus I'm not. Okay, I've heard a couple of students say, "Well, I'm not really a musician," or I'm just studying. Blah, blah, blah. Don't get into that. That's getting into the I should thing. You need to think, I can do this. I can try. It's like the little engine could. I think I can. I think I can. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, or you think you're not, or you think that you're not as good as so-and-so, there's no way you're going to be, right? Because you've already closed that door. You want to make sure that those doors stay open. Like when that project was dumped into my lap. My first response, like anybody, was like, oh, I'm not a photographer, I can't do this. No, maybe I can. Let's try it. So I'm doing it. The other thing that makes that project really cool and is relevant to our practice as musicians is the idea that it's a shared thing. Okay, it's a shared project. It's a community. It's really important to get your work out to a base of what we call critical friends. These are friends that you can trust to give you honest, legitimate, and helpful feedback. Then by that I mean, it's easy to tell you what that doesn't mean. What that doesn't mean is, hey, that's great, or or you're terrible. It's not the extremes. It's not blowing smoke, as they say, and it's not being cruel. It's in between. It's just honestly saying what you hear or what you see. So having a community like that to share things with is really important, because oftentimes you'll find that others will hear things that you don't hear in your own play. They'll see things that you don't see. I know I will be playing and my wife will make comments and I'm like, I didn't hear that. And it's very hard for me, as I'm sure it is for you, to shut off the self-critic and actually listen to that. But that's why the sharing element is so important. And there's any number of ways to do that. Doing little performances for people, say, hey, can I play this for you? Or getting involved in an online community. There's a couple through SoundCloud, the site SoundCloud, that can be helpful. Starting your own, getting people that you're friends with who are awesome musicians and say, hey, let's get down. We used to do this in college, actually. Let's get down and listen to music, and you talk about the music. You refine your critical listening skills. You listen to one another and give one another feedback in a positive manner. So, something to think about, particularly for anyone who's going to be studying with me in the spring. We're going to be doing a lot of this because I really believe in it, and I really believe in the importance of it. So that's this week. All right, growth mindset. I think it can, and get yourself a community. Get yourself a community of critical friends. So that's what I have for you. Work hard, have fun, and we'll see you next time.